Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Potato Chief, and welcome to the Splatoon 2 review. Does it suck? No, it does not suck. It actually does not suck. It is actually a really good game, but we're going to go through that in detail. So, this is my first ever review. We're going to break it down into 3 categories. It's going to be the good, the bad, and the meh. So we're going to go through the good parts, the stuff that sucks, and the stuff meh. And then we're going to give it a final score out of 10 potatoes. Yes, we have a potato scale. So let's do this! So the good part of the game is most of it, to be honest. The majority of the game is fantastic. A lot of people assume that I hate this game. I mean, that's kind of a running joke on the channel that I hate the game. Truth is, I never played Splatoon 1, and Splatoon 2 was the first chance I had at playing it. So I'm going into this with a fresh opinion. So I've never played Splatoon 1, so a lot of the stuff I'm going to be praising the game for, you all guys will be like, well, no shit, that was in Splatoon 1. So the main praise I have for this game is the movement controls. So being a squid and going through the ink is fantastic. I never thought that would work, but it really does. So you'd be playing the game slowly, you'd be shooting, and you need to cross the map at a high speed, so you get into squid form and go into squid form and jump between puddles of ink, which is... I never got that when I saw trailers and stuff. When actually playing it, it just feels so fluid. It reminds me of like a Titanfall type gameplay. It's like so fast paced and quick, and you can go up walls, and it's just fast and fluid and quick, moment to moment action. And that also leads me up to my other point that this game is action to action, moment to moment, first person shooter combat. So most shooting games, you walk around for ages, try and find someone, and then you shoot. It's like, so there's a minute of build up and then like a 2-second payoff of someone getting shot. Whereas Splatoon, even when you're not shooting someone, you're actively covering ground. So when there's no one around you, you're still trying to ink the area, cover the area with ink to make your chances better. Also, the game is fantastic because the modes are quick. They're 3-minute games. The small time limit, it makes it quicker and more easy to digest. My favourite mode on this game is Salmon Run, which is what I thought would be my favourite mode, and it's fantastic again. I have a couple of critiques about it, which I'll go through in the bad section of this review, but we're still in the good section, so we're going to go about the praise side of it. So Salmon Run's great because you get to try out all these different weapons, you get to play cooperative with your friends, and you get to, as we said, you get to try out different weapons. There's always different bosses, different varieties, and every game does not feel the same. It feels different every time and fresh. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. So, I mean, Splatoon 2 is a good game, I think, and I was a die-hard first-person shooter fan. I used to love Halo back in the day. That was my game of choice. I play Halo daily for hours and hours on end playing shooters, and I play Gears of War, then I play Call of Duty, then I play Battlefield, and I've had shooter fatigue. There's like 4 or 5 shooters coming out every year, and they're more or less the same thing, just copy and pasted different reskins. They're the same game. It's the same gameplay over and 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 over again. What Splatoon does is it changes the moment-to-moment gameplay, it changes the movement, and it's just fresh and new and different. And it's colourful and bright, and honestly, I don't think I gave this game enough credit before I played it. I just kind of writ it off as a kiddie shooter, but it's so intricate and well designed that I actually really enjoy this game, and it's probably a game I'm going to be playing on my Switch for months to come. Okay, so now it's on to the bad part of the review. Please don't lynch me. I like this game. We've covered this in the previous section. However, I think all forms of art can take criticism. I can. Please give me the freedom to actually criticize it in different ways. So we're gonna go through this, okay? So my first criticism of the game is one that you've probably heard quite a lot of. It's the goddamn mobile app. It is god awful, okay? If you want to chat in the mobile app, you have to keep the app open the whole time. If it closes, the audio cuts off. Granted, this is just version 1 of the app. It might improve, but at this moment in time, the app is not good, and also it's super clunky, and it kind of gets in the way. I would prefer if they had a party system on the console. Even if they don't want voice chat, just have the party system without voice chat, and I'd be fine with that. Just maybe have it text-based or something, I don't know, or not even that. Because if you could get a group together in-game and then set up a match, it'd be so much easier. Because what I do, I play Discord. I go on my Discord chat. We play games that way. We chat through the Discord and then we set up games. And then also you get the problem with the app is that I have a friend, you know him as Smash Fiend. He's on our channel on this channel quite a lot. He does not have a smartphone. All his money has been invested into PCs, microphones, and stuff to make his streaming channel better quality. He doesn't have a smart device. He doesn't have a smartphone to set up games. So the only way we can play multiplayer is if I am in a game and then he joins the game and then waits for 3 minutes in the lobby until the game opens up and there's a slot available for him to join. And then we end up on different teams. And I was talking about how Halo was my game of choice. Halo 3 came out 10 years ago, and the matchmaking and the party system was so much more sleek than this game in 2017. It is broken, it is bad. I'm a massive Nintendo fan, but they need to get this shit sorted. I'm sorry. But it's awful. It's god awful. I try and play multiplayer on this game quite a lot. Hell, if you don't have the app, good luck trying to get a multiplayer game of Salmon Run up and running, because it's only 4 slots, so it's very difficult to get someone in to play Salmon Run. Yeah, it's problematic and it's annoying. But the thing is, this is all fixable. This is all fixable with updates and patches. So I'm hoping that this will improve, because Splatoon 2 is a platform, not really a game. It evolves over time. They add stuff. So I'm hoping they're going to improve the matchmaking features as the game evolves. And that's really all I have to say about the bad. Okay, so the meh. So this is the meh. The meh is essentially stuff that it's not great, it's not terrible, it's just there, and I feel like there is room for improvement. So Splatoon 3, they could improve on it. That's pretty much it. And it's kind of negative, but on the other hand, it's not terrible. So let's just get through to it. So I like Salmon Run. It's a bit short. It's 3 waves. It's quick, and I've heard it gets harder when you get to higher levels. But at this moment in time, I find it really easy. It's super easy. Got my dog being loud. It's super easy and it's really quick. It's like I can bang out a game of Salmon Run in about 7 or 8 minutes. So it's the opposite problem I have, because I like how the multiplayer is short, but I feel like Salmon Run was something I would have wanted for a bit more substantial time. And that's a personal preference, I think, because people might be like, actually, I like the Salmon Run short. So that's why it's a meh. It's not really a negative, because it's my personal taste. I think I prefer if Salmon Run was a bit longer, or if they had the option to like up the if they had difficulty sliders or whatever on it, that'd be great too. Because I find it a bit easy at the moment. Apparently it gets harder when you level up. So there's that. Okay, and then the story mode is a bit meh, and the story mode was a bit meh in Splatoon 1. It's fine. It's passable. It's okay. The main mode of this game is the multiplayer, I suppose. So I guess that's understandable. But I'm a huge fan of single player stuff. The story mode is a bit meh. It's a bit bland, straightforward, paint by numbers. It's okay. It's fine. Yeah, I'm just hoping that because it feels like again, haven't played Splatoon 1. But from what I've read, it's very similar to the first game, the story mode, and they haven't really changed it or improved on it. So I'm hoping that in Splatoon 3, it'll be a drastic upgrade with a bit more... I would like to learn a bit more lore. There's not really that much lore in this game. It's just squid people with fashion and stuff like that. Which I'm still not keen on the fashion side of it, but I've just got over it. And yeah. And in the mirror is also I prefer to be a squid than a kid, because the squid movement is so much more fluid and great. And saying it's fluid is a bit on the nose about a game about ink. So, overall view is, the game's fun. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do. I really, really enjoy it. As I was saying before, is that for someone who's fatigued and fed up of first-person shooters or third-person, or just shooters in general, this is a breath of fresh air to me. I really enjoy the multiplayer. It's really fast-paced. Its moment-to-moment gameplay is fantastic. It's colourful. It's bright. The matchmaking needs work, which is what I've already said. But yeah, the matchmaking needs work. But when you get in a game, there's nothing quite like it. It's very unique and very cool. I really enjoy this game, so I'm gonna give it my rating now. I'm gonna give it 4.5 potatoes out of 5 potatoes. So nearly a perfect score, not quite perfect score. I don't give out perfect scores, but it's up there. It's probably gonna be one of the best games I've played this year. I enjoyed it very much, and I would highly recommend it. And I would say, if you have a Switch, get Splatoon 2. If you're one of the people on the fence about it, I was you. A couple months ago, I was like, I don't know, I'm not really keen on the art style, the character designs, all this stuff. After playing it, I've kind of fallen for it a bit. It's grown on me a lot, and I think it's a very worthwhile game. And if you're a lapsed shooter fan like me, it's a game that's different enough that you'll appreciate it, and it'll also bring back stuff that you loved about shooter games. If you like this review, leave me a like and a comment. If you didn't like the review, then don't do those things, I guess. Or I need feedback on this, essentially, because this is the first review I've ever done. If it's terrible, I need to know. If it's great, I will do more. Alright, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, laters! Bye-bye!